right, and I don't have to shave anymore.
It was time to prepare for battle.
You know, we try and bring you high-level analysis here at the desk for the Supermajor, but in the end, it all just falls down to aftershave. Let's head over to our commentators. Newbee versus Vici, game number 1.
Kind of want to walk over there, as I know it's been a very sweaty day and it's hot in this production area for all of us, and just sniff the panel, like, just to see if they're telling the truth. Does Jack still really not need to shave? And can Newbee win this game? The panel seems to think they can. Oh, nice, cute Monkey King.
I'd say it's winnable for Vici, but you're certainly going to be fighting uphill. Bloodseeker Zeus has always been this combo, in theory. That's quite nice. You know, buff the Zeus, he does 40% more damage, but...
You were questioning it. Like the panel was like, oh yeah, Lycan gets picked up. This is brilliant. Now Zeus will be a non-factor kind of thing, and you didn't seem to be sold on the same side.
Yeah, a big thing to think about is that the Blood Rage buff, right, is going to do 40% more damage when it puts it on Zeus, right? But as long as the damage dealer and receiver are 2,200 units apart, it will only amplify for half damage. So the idea of Zeus just getting, you know...
All right. He walks over, he does not take the rune, and will now have to just walk away, copying a lot of damage. That's 3 runes for Newbee. Nice start to the day.
I think the Newbee draft, like, anytime you look at Naga and Jakiro as their support combo, you're going to feel confident as a Newbee fan. I think their 3 cores complement each other very well. They have that initiation. You've got the Centaur ulti to close the gap on heroes like Disruptor and Zeus, very susceptible to that. Storm to carry you throughout the game. No real answer to him, and I think he's one of the few heroes that actually like beats Bloodseeker, not just in lane, but throughout the game.
That's going to be a huge favor as well for all Newbee fans when you have SEC on a hero who is able to be a playmaker and really fantastic to rotate. That's what we kind of miss from Newbee in their earlier games, which they lost in this tournament already.
Yeah, I actually think there's a lot of similarities between Newbee and EG. I think Newbee, though, choosing to put their mid player on a playmaker more often is a big part of the reason they're still in this tournament. And I think that, especially the way the game is played right now, you really want these Embers, the Storms. You don't want to have a passive mid.
Kaka is not having a fun time up on top. He's at least got the 2 mango regeneration and mangoes to work with, but Zeus has 3 mangoes ready to go and making the most out of the buff with Lightning Bolt recently.
He just spams it. I mean, that's the new way to play Dota nowadays, right? Show up top with your 4, spam spells, have mangoes.
The way to do it. Didn't even need to do the Arc Lightning way that AUI used to do it with the Zeus.
Well, it's just because of the change. It just does 25 more damage now, so after reductions, Lightning Bolt's 97 damage. I mean, it's just, it's significant considering the spell's only costing 75 mana.
Seems like they were a really hard lane for a Lycan. Actually, one of the guys on the panel, I'm surprised, wasn't just like, I remember this type of life. Like when a Lycan can't get any kind of farm underneath the tier 1 tower. I was like, and near the end of Black's professional career. Not that I'm saying it's ended Black, but he always seemed to be having these Lycan safe laners who had no CS 6-7 minutes into a game.
Thing is, it's changed significantly now because you're putting extra points into the Feral Impulse. So you just get that easy 3 health regen to level 3, plus the high regen just from base. So you don't mind, because any other heroes without those built-in regen tools, like, they suffer even more. I think Lycan's also, you know, one of the highest base damage players, so...
SCCC's in real trouble. He's trying to find enough mana to, like, get one more Spirit out, but it won't work. He was getting really aggressive against the Bloodseeker, but 1 charges were accruing for Ori.
That's part of what makes Bloodseeker mid so great, is when you have this Zeus off lane, he's always keeping this top lane low. So it wasn't quite so bad there, but still, anytime you got 2 or 3 heroes hovering around 60-70%, that's a lot of damage for a Bloodseeker. And it's you could see he needed every ounce.
Yep. Oh, Lynam's going to keep him even lower. Keep the lightning bolts going, and Ori's making the most out of it. Just get aggressive up in the face of STCC. If he had that bot already out, then he could have picked up the illusion rune already. But they're waiting that out. In fact, it's going to be Kaka to steal the rune anyway.
This is where the Vici lineup gets scary. If the Bloodseeker is able to take off, like, he's now 2 levels above the Storm. If they can land 1 more kill on him, pretty soon Bloodseeker can just roam around the map. Storm will be forced woods. He dies another time to a rupture.
Do they even have like a good control against him?
No,
like,
not for a while.
It's in snare from Kaka is really it, and they're going to try and use that now. in the mid. Ori's already buffed up, but they start with a Riptide into the Ensnare. SCCC, he's got 2 points in the Overload and 1 point in the Static Remnant. But Ori doesn't seem to really care about this. He just runs away because Kaka still pretty low, and that's a 5.25 movement speed.
I can't believe this hero hit it all the way
to 5th.
The 5th, yeah. I can't believe they last picked Lycan and
They're
didn't
diving
ban
top.
Bloodseeker.
They're going after Moogie. Moogie just took the tree line absolutely perfectly. Faith is the man to TP over. They've still got the Doombringer behind him, so 11 now reveals himself. Both 11 and Lanham went the perfect ways to actually dodge Moogie. Well, they're underneath the tower. They don't want to give it up just yet. There's mid. Oh, it's Ari getting another kill, but up on top, Lightning's the one on the run. Defending it, he got so much damage with the Lightning Bolt, the Karka's gonna fall. And the Arc Lightning bouncing through Faith at Moogie. VG Gaming just having this early damage, they could just start pumping into
look who's
Newbee.
here.
Yep, it's Bloodseeker. Man, that didn't take long to run out. He's even got level 6 already. Ruptures on Moogie. They cut through the tree line, trying to get Moogie to move. But then you've got Doombringer ensnared up. They cannot fight underneath this town. There's not enough sustainability on the rest of the VG heroes. The Ori will back out. They have Shrine in 15 seconds anyway.
They lose almost nothing because Storm died mid and had TP on cooldown. He had died so recently. And this is the big problem with Bloodseeker, right? I mean, you get that early kill mid when you have these high, heavy harassed lineups.
They're going to kill SCCC mid. Like Fenrir, actually doesn't have the point in Glimpse. I thought for a moment he's going to glimpse him back so Ori could fight, but I suppose Ori can still fight when he bounces around the Remnants just on the edge of it.
The uphill miss really would have killed Fenrir there. And then healed because the Bloodseeker actually, Ori buffed SCCC there instead of his friendly Disruptor, so the DD wasn't quite as effective. And bottom lane, we haven't talked about this, but Centaur versus a Monkey King, like this is an unwinnable lane, and one of the strengths on this patch is when you're able to put a safe lane carry, you give him a bit of a lead, then he's able to just dominate the lane 1v1 from there on out. You just then play 4-on-4 around the map, but you're crushing a lane.
She cannot believe how much the experience difference is between the cores. I guess a level and a half going the way of Paparazzi, and now Ori, he's 7 and he's 7 and a third against the Storm Spirit, who's only just hit 5.
Yep.
Then Moogie still sitting at, he's at 4 3/4. Like, he's almost the same level up as the Doom. But they're going to try and change this up by bringing Faith to the top lane, get some kind of kills for the safe tri lane of Newbee.
Is even if they get kills here, right? Doom's do so much damage as they die. Bloodseeker would have time and speed to just come up here and help them out.
They're going after the Doom. The Ice Armor's making it difficult, but not impossible. Moogie gets the last force swipe.
But look, here he is.
Bloodseeker. Right after Faith. With the blood right, Faith dies this. It was just on the edge of it. So Ori and stand up could just watch the kills happen.
I mean, the key thing is, though, Vici has to translate this advantage into towers, objectives, and map control. We saw VP just dominate a game, but they had the luxury of more heroes that had built-in tower pushing abilities. Bloodseeker don't have that.
Rupture on SCCC. Luckily, he can ball lightning and not take the damage from the Rupture. Goes underneath the tower, but he's still burning so much. Only now begins the TP, but Disruptor's in range for the glimpse. So Ori now unstoppable. It's the combination we've seen time and time again in this tournament. Bloodseeker and Disruptor, glimpse to Rupture.
And the key hero for Newbee is SCCC Storm. If he has no game, they don't really have the ability to close the gap on the supports of VG. And Lycan is just hard countered by Monkey King as the game continues. You can never really run into a Monkey King ult, and it just 1-to-1 counters the Lycanthrope ult as well. So you just have no damage, and then all of a sudden, VG's hero is like, look at the damage output. Just Bloodseeker Zeus is enough to take out your entire team.
Yep, and they're going to go after Karka now. They can actually, no, they've already used Glimpse, so Karka underneath the tower, they just wall him up. 11 can tank it out. 1 point up in Scorched Earth, plus the increased armor he's got will be doing the job, but they can't reach Karka. Lanham doesn't have a Mango, which means Karka can just outrun it. Gets out of range of the Scorched Earth. So, not the kill that VG were looking for, but the top lane is totally abandoned. Newbee went jungle. First they went with SCCC, then Mookie. They just cannot sit in the lane.
I really like what the 11 chose to do, getting that ice armor, because when you're playing against Naga Lycan, they would take you down to less than 0 armor with the Riptide, but he just puts that on his Zeus as well, and they just run around with 10 armor each. You can't take them out
dead.
anymore.
Bottom lane, Rupture up. Tried to actually outrun all of this, but it only just made Ori even faster. And TP, man, where was he TPing? That was taking such a long time for 11. And Snare cancels the TP out, so Newbee can get something in return.
It's a big kill.
He must have been TPing back to base where Lanham... No, Lanham didn't just go there. Huh? He was going somewhere else. Either way, took too long. That's so needed for Newbee, because now they're going to add pressure towards this top tower. They've only got 1 point up in the liquid fire, so it's not as heavy pressure on that front.
Here comes Bloodseeker once again, though. Ori playing a great game so far, just continuously rotating around the map, still ensuring he maintains pressure in mid, so we'll see he's almost always in the jungle.
Rupture's still on cooldown for another 8 seconds, however, so they can't just grab somebody. They'll see Kaka for a short moment, but no control from a Bloodseeker. Ori's just going BKB, probably ensure he doesn't lose this 7-kill streak he's currently got.
Not sure if I'm a... He had Yules in the quick buy previously, BKB now. My only concern with that is it puts them on a faster timing. Because if the BKB gets lower as the game continues, I mean, you don't want to be a Bloodseeker with a 5-second BKB around 30 minutes. And if you buy it this early, that's what could happen.
There's also other concerns about the ensnare. If the ensnare is able to just lock him down even after he buys the BKB, so it doesn't buy you freedom from that. Faith has freedom and death from the top lane. Just interesting item choice, as opposed to something like a Yule set for a little bit more delay. But then again, what does the Yules really cancel? Like a hero who's trying to stampede away doesn't really set him up for anything at this point.
I actually think it would be one of those rare games. You're so far ahead. You could buy something like a Vanguard, just because you're playing against Lycan, just to increase your survivability. BKB is nice, but as you said, it's susceptible to being kited by the net.
Can you get other things though, which like maybe increase your attack a little bit more? Like, what about like S and Y? Like, does this still work on a Bloodseeker? It's an early item.
I'd say like the casual Dasha, perhaps, just because you're so far ahead, you can accelerate a bit. But it's hard to say because Bloodseeker isn't really played that way anymore. He's more. You see the items people buying this Rush, BKB, Maelstrom afterwards, maybe a Radiance. But Maelstrom and Radiance are just two good items to go for something else, I feel.
Oh, Kaka. Rub shit up, but Ori doesn't want to force the issue. He just burns it, and Kaka stands his ground.
I think this might be a little over rotation, because the Storm's just recovering mid as this is all going down.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the reason why Ori came back, but you still haven't seen Monkey King leave the bottom lane. So, an over rotation maybe for VG Gaming, but they bail out of it quickly, and they still let Paparazzi have all their spaces of Monkey King. And he's going straight to Battle Fury. This is going to be a really fast farming Monkey King.
And for the last 5-6 minutes, right, he's just been uncontested in that bottom lane. Monkey King getting every single CS. He's at 89 right now. Still ahead of Lycan, even though Lycan's been farming the jungle, where you have a lot more neutrals to take out than lane creeps.
This is still a great start for VG Gaming. I still find it amusing with these type of starts. So you're 4,000 gold in front, but is this really sustainable? Like, I know you've been kind of pitching a little bit about the comeback mechanic. Hello, 11. Who's he want to doom? He wants to doom over on Mugi. Nice Ice Path from Faith, however, with the door breath's going to slow him up, but Rupture's already out. The doom is on the Lycan. Song of the Siren from Kaka, trying to buy time to TP away. Maybe with life from the Shrine, Mugi can survive this. Ice Path is down, but Paparazzi, he turns on the Wukong command with the Lightning Bolt. They are killing off Mugi, while Storm Spirit gets into the back lines, gets the pick onto Fenrir. Faith can't escape. Paparazzi will grab himself a double kill, but that could be a hell of a lot worse. They did commit a lot of big abilities, but a kill for a Storm Spirit.
Yeah, they only come out like 400 gold down in the trade, but more importantly, you take that because it defends your tower. Look where the creep wave is. They are going to backdoor it, so they'll most likely kill it off, but you delay and slow down the game, and Newbee needs more time to come online. But you can see there, Bloodseeker against Centaur Lycan. It's like, I don't know, you ever play like the Pokemon on Game Boy? It's when it's like double super effective, you just do some significant damage. And there's like nothing you can really do as Lycan once you get ruptured. The same as a Slark, like it's 1-to-1 just counter the entire game.
My ball is always meant to be amazing. Why am I up against a Char if not?
Yeah.
Battle on bottom lane. Storm, that's a long jump from SDCC. Gets the pullback onto 11. They know there's no Doom. They want to try and fight this one. Ensnare onto 11. 5 heroes from Newbee on this bottom lane. So the Doom is 100% dead. But everyone else from VG's left. You got Disruptor getting space on mid. And you've got up on top lane Paparazzi farming and pushing the lane towards the tier 1 tower. Newbee need this tier 1 tower on bottom to make this worthwhile now.
That's the one strength of Newbee's lineup. They have so much reach just thanks to this. And one of the reasons I love Ember Storm so much is because you have the ability to find kills from far, far away and free pick off onto the Doom.
Faye.
Blink's
oh, nice. Blink already on KP. So this is what actually gives me faith in the Newbee lineup. The fact that SDCC is able to have such a long reach to go for those jumps. There's the fact that KP, like, the team always, like Newbee always plays better when he gets to be the front liner that can one tank and two initiate. Which means he needs the items, or just be center in this case, and then the Blink Dagger for initiation. So they look over towards Ori, they keep him slow, Blink, Pulse Stomp, now the ensnare control as well. They stampede, Rupture, stop running, as now they have to turn, try and kill off this Bloodseeker. Ori, now the Storm Spirit, there's your long jump. SDCC, the damage isn't enough. Ori gets away. He's still got the movement speed. SDCC's got no mana. Fenrir pulls him back into the storm and a quick TP out. SDCC, oh, the lightning bolt! And then Fenrir's damage will be enough to kill off SDCC.
That was a huge kill. That was maybe 0.2 seconds. Otherwise, the Storm safely gets back to base.
It was meant to be their momentum as well. This Storm Spirit, like, is back to base and getting out, hunting more, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, whenever you, it's a win condition hero for Newbee. If you keep killing SCC, the Newbee clock for when they actually come ahead of you in team fights is just pushed back 3-4 minutes. Only thing about Vichi's draft, Bloodseeker, Monkey King are traditionally more of like the, not your carry. You know, they're built to protect and help the hero that will actually hit the buildings. You know, DP or SF Monkey King you'll traditionally see. We saw Bloodseeker Gyrocopter played to near perfection by LGD. They will fall off if they don't maintain this big lead they have on Newbee. Eventually, the Storm will conquer along with the Viking.
Eclipsing onto Kaka. Kaka has the Song of the Siren right now if he's going to survive, and that's exactly what he does. He's running forward, so he gets all three and then TPs away. The Zeus almost got there in time to disable it, but he knew what was coming thanks to Faith's Invis Rune, just watching Vici get like a hawk. And then Faith shifts the pressure in towards mid. Macroplat to clean up the wave, Catapult to push into the tier 1 tower. It's actually a dead tier 1 tower unless someone doesn't come to defend it.
Ori going for BKB Radiance. So the item builds of Vici, though, I will say, they're going pretty aggressive and will continue to scale no matter what. The Battle Fury first, Radiance immediately after BKB. If they can stay, you know, 5 to 6k ahead and pick up these items as well, that lead is going to continue to extrapolate. I think that might not be the proper word.
Grow.
Yeah, sure.
Simple word. Simple word for simple education. Australia!
You know, English has the most words of any spoken language. Like the most unique words.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been actually like Chinese.
They have the most characters in writing. English has the most, like, just specific. I think it's because we stole so much from all these other languages. And in addition, we just have way too many words.
Okay. I use simple words and then just change the meaning. Most diverse. I can't say the most diverse word in the English language on this stream. Newbee's preparing for a fight in mid. They're all smoked up. VG Gaming. Moogie is going to be the one to the front lines. Instantly eruption. He goes into shapeshift. Starts the TP, but once again, the Thunderbolt is perfectly there at the right time for the stun. And Ari's taking no chances. BK being... Newbee cannot get a counter stun, a counter control. SCC does not want to dump into this. Too many ways that VG Gaming can just punish it. I meant that the other way around. VG was ready for a fight, not Newbee.
Yeah. I'd like to see someone from Newbee start playing this bottom half of the map. It's the only place they have a tower, and I think you need to be willing to force the Vici heroes down here. You can see the ward they have just outside of the Roche pit. They're aware that that's most likely going to be Vici's next play. You don't see this very often, but it's just guarding the mouth of the pit.
It's like, where do you even drop your sentry ward for this? You assume it's going to be up closer towards the Ancient, so you drop a sentry ward more on your side. But yeah, it's really good information for Newbee, at least.
It is, but
Can they make the space with it?
The thing is, Monkey King is just farming so fast around the map.
He's farming fast. Even the support's getting money. Like Zeus finished up an Aether Lens, and he's looking at an Aghanim Scepter. You get Nimbus into these fights, and Newbee's got even more problem.
Yeah, Monkey King probably the only hero to touch an anti-mage as far as speed once you pick up this item, because hopping around the map is about as fast as blinking, and he went for that 600 tree dance cast range talent, so you can even watch, like, you fly so far through the trees. Regular George of the Jungle.
I like how cameraman needs to zoom out in order to watch the Monkey King's move, but then the slap down, was that 525 crits on the wave? Sure, why not?
I mean, you just immediately kill a wave at this point with just a boundless strike. So it's so fast. You kill the wave immediately, farming jungle. You can hop over terrain. There's so many new camps now. It's not something we've discussed for a while because these map changes were so far in the past, but anyone that can hop terrain can farm so much faster than us heroes that can't.
11's going to put that first Crimson Guard to the test as he's getting attacked by so many heroes. Got the Storm's Earth off, and Crimson Guard up, gets the Hot Stomp, turns around with a huge stun. Now to enable with a Song of the Siren from Kaka. Everybody looks tired. They're just inching. Oh no! He didn't actually control the glimpse. Wait, what?
Same frame. Same frame. The TP went off. The Disruptor got the glimpse, but the TP went off anyway. That is not something you see every day.
No, it is not. Luckily, we'll see it again because of the wonderful PGL production instant replay. I want to watch that in slow motion. Please, please, please. Because
that's the same as, you know, the
here we go. Here we go. Jump forward. They grab 11, and he tanks through so much of this.
He didn't even pop his Crimson Guard at the start of that. Like he
didn't even have strength threads on.
Yeah. He's just tanky. That's not the hero you want to go for. How many times do we see
Kaka inches just a little bit too far away, which unsleeps Fenrir to then get the glimpse to pull back, and then boom, boom.
It's because the TP activates, but it doesn't teleport you to base like right away. That takes a frame, and the glimpse goes off, but you've already registered that you're teleporting back. It's the same as Wisp. You've seen FY, Z-Freak, they try and make this play where you know you're going to be relocating back into certain death on the rebound, but you TP, you get that frame, and all of a sudden you're in base safely. But that's a big kill to not take down. And if you're Newbee, you just need a pick-off, one advantageous team fight. Maybe you get Roche, and you're in a decent position, but they are going to have big Monkey King issues as this game continues.
They get the control over on Ari, but then again, Ari just breaks free with a BKB. KP, stay where you are. You're Eruption. You're going to be that movement speed that Ari wants to have. KP will die, Faith will join him, but then the movement. The real movement speed, Moogie versus the Bloodseeker. The net is out, but it comes too late, and Lanham's already rotated over. He'll look towards Kaka, and thanks to Paparazzi arriving, they'll get the slow, they'll have the damage. There's your buff up, and, well, you can't slap him with a stick just yet. Kaka's so low. It's Thunder God's Wrath, the long cooldown.
It's a real rough game for Newbee. They're just being chased all around the map, and again, the damage output of Zeus Bloodseeker is just out of control. Not to mention Monkey King, who's he's about to finish a BKB. You're at a point now where Vici Gaming is just impossible to fight into. As long as they get a Rupture off, that's going to be a kill. Forgot to notice just the Disruptor factor, right? Where they're finding this kill, and you always have the reach to land one more. It's so much easier to find pickoffs in comparison to the Newbee lineup, where your Storm has a bad game, and he's 5th in net worth. He's less than half of Monkey King right now. You don't actually have the ability to make plays around the map like Vici does. They can just continue to capitalize on their huge advantage.
Yeah, we were both really happy when SCCC got himself the Soul Spirit, but this guy on screen, Bloodseeker, how more efficient was he in his rotation? Like, he had 7 kills in, what was it, 5 minutes? And even now you're looking at him, 9 kills, 0 deaths. He's got 50% of the kills of VG Gaming, and he's still got 2 extra assists on top of that.
This is Ori, too. He's not been playing the best, but all of a sudden, choosing the right time to start showing up.
Yep, the Bloodseeker just works for him. Panel Curse gets to be totally real. You thought that Newbee was going to be able to survive and make the Zeus very inactive, and then you just switch the Zeus to the support, changes the balance against Moogie's lane in the safe. Then the mid lane is just a straight out win because of the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the difficulties of being panel, though. You can only predict what you see about draft.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens in play.
Oh, KP's not liking this, and the glimpse. Oh, the amount of damage this does is ridiculous. At least he can get the Hot Stomp. Shame no denial on Double Edge.
Like, if you ask them, hey, so who's going to win, assuming SCCC dies 3 times in the laning phase? Probably going to be singing a different tune.
Yeah, no one will be sitting there. I'm sure Nahaz will have all of his stats going, no, SCC will not die. He's a fantastic mid laner. The amount of deaths that SCC has an average in the first 5 minutes is blah, blah, blah.
And I just don't even... This Bloodseeker hero, man. This is going to be the hero of the tournament before we're all said and done.
Oh, I expect nerf before TI.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
It's crazy because it didn't even get changed too much. They just slightly increased the power of Blood Rage in the laning phase, going from 12, 10, 8, 6 to 9, 8, 7, 6, so that you don't need as many points in it to have it up 100% of the time. But it definitely set off alarm bells in the minds of many drafters, and all of a sudden...
Well, that's the way it works, right? Like, that's the only way you get heroes into the meta is... It's not a huge change. It's just, oh, wow, the smoke's right on top of Moogie. At least get everything up. The great eye pass from Faith. The extra control. Ori, ensnared up. That's exactly what Newbee needed. The Song of the Siren, they isolate the BKB target. Who do they go for next? Another Ice Path. 4 heroes locked. The control is sweep. Then the stun's back. Maybe it's not from the Monkey King. The right arrival from Paparazzi, turning things around. Fenrir on 9 HP is walking away thanks to the space that was created. I thought Newbee, when they got the 4-man Ice Path, it's just like, okay, they're actually not only going to get the Bloodseeker, they're going to take the fight, they're going to swing this game back the other way, but not the case.
I said issue with Bloodseeker is that it can fall off, die once, and then stop snowballing. I neglected to realize that, yeah, Monkey King is a hard carry when you have a start like this. With the flawless lane phase, look at his net worth. He's all of a sudden 6K ahead of a guy who was recently 9-0.
Here's that fight once again. So the smoke instantly breaks, and Fate's Ice Path, it saves him. The first Boundless Strike doesn't hit because of it.
Yep, they get the rupture off on Lycan, but the issue is, even though they get this huge song, that's a DD Monkey King sitting in the middle of the fight. He gets the BKB off. You'll always be able to get it off. You get the BKB frame comes before the Ice Path, so he just pops his ultimate, and there's nothing you can do anymore. The Echo Saber after Battle Fury means that he'll have that initial slow to lock down the supports, and they die in 2-3 hits.
I'm wondering too if KP's Hoof Stomp, like he let it go during the Song of the Siren, thinking that like the Ice Path wasn't going to control. Then the song came up and everyone got put to sleep. He didn't have that extra control in the later fight. If they could keep that on top of the Monkey King, maybe they would have had a chance to fight, but can't blame him. Newbee is looking for anything they can get.
Your only hope is to kite the Monkey King now. You can't fight into his ultimate, and you can't really do enough during his BKB. Yeah, you could net him, but you don't do any damage as a Lycan when he's standing inside his Wukong's command. He has plus 24 armor, and you're already not really that farmed on Newbee.
Someone's got to get Karka to that level 20 so he can have the -5 in snare cooldown. Glimpse gonna go on to poor Jakiro. Faith, no way to survive through this. But there's two items, two things from Karka which I'm looking for, which is one, the Aghanim Scepter, which will allow Newbee to reset the fight through the Song of the Siren, but it's the level 20 in snare. Just keeping that I don't want to say consistent lock, because you remove 5 seconds from it. There's a 2-second downtime, pretty much, between the ensnare and the cooldown.
You're gonna need
just hold the Bloodseeker there.
You're gonna need really long fights if you're Newbee. VT, you can already see, there's the Rupture, the Doom, the Monkey King ult, the Zeus ult. They have so many cooldowns, but if you can somehow survive through the amount of damage they're outputting, like, you will eventually be able to turn things. They do have all their tier 2s still alive, but Monkey King is just so out of control right now.
Full Scotty on Curry. Yeah, you're in a world of hurt.
Yeah. This hero really, he farms faster than any mage, especially when you have a start like this, but you have the benefit of being able to team fight much earlier and more effectively.
They're coming to fight.
He has perfect matchups this game, too.
I don't know if this fight is really what Newbee wanted to have. Like, they probably want to kill off the Monkey King while he's pushing up the side lanes. They 4-man smoke up, coming into the Radiant jungle. They got 2 Observer wards down. The Lightning Bolt strikes, and all of a sudden, you're seeing Newbee backing off. Paparazzi's keeping that pressure, continuously pressuring a bottom lane, but they're scanning Roshan now, Radiant, wondering if that's when Newbee is moving. The scan wears off just before Karka walks to it.
The item choice is quite interesting. The Karka Naga is going, he has Vlads already, he's going for Aghanim Scepter next. So I like it in this sort of game because you're going to take so much initial burst damage just due to the Zeus, the Rupture coming out. Like, if you Song, you're going to heal and effectively counteract the Zeus Nimbus and his ultimate. Maybe that's enough to turn a fight around, but they're just going to have such major problems. At this point, you're probably just playing for the 40-45 minutes plus part of the game, because Monkey King's farm will not matter as much once he's already been 6-slotted for 5-10 minutes. You can't buy any more items.
Maybe once they get the damage negation for KP, he just picked up a Blade Mail, so he's trying to return some of it back to BG, punish them for battling into him.
He's going to be going for an Ag's Neck as well, so damage reduction seems to be the name of the game for Newbee, and I can't disagree with that. It's just a question of will they survive long enough.
They'll do everything they can. If Faith keeps hitting those Ice Paths, then there's a real chance for it. And you said yourself, like, VG Gaming, it's on them to keep the pressure up, but then again, maybe not so much with the farm on the Monkey King, which is ridiculously high.
Yep, and you also have the other secondary cores that are not going to fall off. Lana on Zeus that's a core that keeps scaling. From the 4 position, the Bloodseeker went second item Radiance, and the Doom has a Devour talent. So 40-second cooldown, he gets 250 bonus gold every time he eats a creep. You're going to keep scaling. It's not just the Monkey King you have to worry about. Now you set up a Roche.
Newbee's vision is so far away. Okay, the macro pie is now going to reveal what's going on, but it's all too late. Naga Siren's too far out. And the Observer Ward for the Dire side, it's in mid. Like, it actually got hit before because Zeus landed the Thunderbolt and then he attacked it once and TP'd away. But it's too far away to actually see the movement into Roshan. There's a small, narrow path between the two Dire Obs that VG just took in. The Newbee caught unawares.
You're going to have Ags on Naga up pretty soon, but...
11. Yeah, okay, SCC just jumps away. Going no Lincoln's build, he's going BKB, Kaya, Orchid on the Storm Spirit. Full combat team fight style.
You need a BKB, but the issue is you're still going to just be susceptible to Doom. Can't really itemize. You can't afford a Lincoln's in this kind of game because it's just too much gold and it's so easy to be popped in a game like this. One Chain Lightning from Zeus, all of a sudden you die to anything.
So just save the money for buyback and jump back in again. That's it. Or you BKB before you jump. Just makes split pushing really troublesome.
He needs to find a way to kill off Disruptor or Zeus, and that'll allow them the space to kite these BKBs on Monkey King and Bloodseeker, but it's much easier said than done. You're going to have a Butterfly finished up on Paparazzi pretty soon.
Aghanim's
Bloodseeker.
just got done on Kaka. So they really prioritize the jungle for him. That's already here.
He's actually so farmed, considering 0 kills,
yeah.
Playing the 4-position Naga. He's
1.3k net worth ahead of the Zeus. Considering VG a 13k ahead total. Obviously, a lot of that money is inside the Monkey King. And Snare is out. Rupture onto Kaka. Remember, he's still got the Song of the Siren. Doesn't want to have to use it. And they observe, well, they're actually pinging SCC the fact that he was walking away. So Kaka, Songs, and back to base. Not what he wanted to really do. That Song's now on cooldown for 2 minutes, which is just an open window for VG Gaming to try and find these picks onto Newbee.
Keep in mind, if the Monkey King, that's the real target for Newbee. It's not going to be... I mean, he's farming under a ward of theirs, but it's so hard to pick him off just because he's so...
They're going to go after Kaka bottom. Blink, Pop Stomp, Nimbus, Storm, Kinetic Field, just lacquering on the abilities. And Nimbus only just came up as well, because yeah, only just bought the Aghanim Scepter. Oh, Storm Spirit looking for a rebuttal. Paparazzi would be a huge kill if they can take it. The Necrobooks were doing some work, but support comes in through the rear. Ori just being stunned up the Ice Path once again from Faith. Trying to create space. You can see Mortal Burns on the Bloodseeker, and they're going to glimpse back in KP. Ruptured up the Blade Mail. He's trying to return all the damage into Ori. That's one way to do it. If he gets tanky enough, sure.
He's going to have to be careful, Ori, now. You don't want to rupture Centaur in the middle of a team fight because all of a sudden he's going to be taking massive damage without even understanding why. Look at the vision from Newbee real quick. They have placed 5 wards all in on this aspect of the game because they know the Aegis window for Vici makes them very susceptible. Oh wow, they've tremendous.
Yep.
Goodness.
Got him. The freeze. Paparazzi knew pretty much where he was and can get there because of that free cast range.
Oh, SCCC going for the career. Not quite finding it.
No. But they Lightning Bolt, Thunder God's Wrath, just keep an eye on it. But SCC's just creeps coming out. The BKB's coming on the courier. So he's at least a little bit more enabled in the next fights, but they can't keep the vision up.
Yeah, you need
Lightning Bolts from Lanham just get rid of all the obs.
I think you need a nullifier on Lycan ASAP, because then they have the ability to doom a target, nullify him with Lycan, zip in with Storm, Orchid. There's no real save for the Monkey King, and that hero will die if you can completely 100-0 him. And I don't know how you're going to win a fight if you're Newbee if Monkey King stays alive.
Here's a question. Ori just got the Rupture increased damage. Like, is this what you want to do against the Blade Mail?
I'd say, I mean, you just don't Blade Mail the Centaur, right? Or sorry, ult the Centaur.
Rupture the Centaur. Blink, Hove Stomp, well, Paparazzi is going to put the BKB and then a quick stampede away. He does not want to get glimpsed, but he's going to get glimpsed. Pulled back in to the wall. And he can turn the Blade Mail off, but that does not protect him. Yep, bottom lane, they get the Ensnare on the Doombringer. Almost jump in from SCCC. They'll put down the Nimbus trying to help him out. But this Doombringer, damn, he's tanky. He's looking to get the Invis off, but it won't be time. There's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. Better for Newbee, considering how far ahead VG is.
A lot of experience there. 3,000 XP to the side of Newbee off that. In comparison, only 1,200 went to Vici for the kill they found on Centaur up top.
Boogie was looking for more with that too. Like he triggered a shapeshift as well as Necrobooks. He found some sentry wards, and now the vision for VG Gaming is on ward in the mid lane.
I gotta say, I feel like Vici needs to be being a little more aggressive. Their lead is huge, and they're really just one fight away from breaking the base of Newbee in a way, but they're taking so long, just giving Newbee more and more tools. You can see Lycan actually choosing to go for a Hex instead of the Nullifier.
Yep.
You're gonna get to a point where it doesn't matter how far ahead you are, they can take out your Monkey King by just rendering him incapable of doing anything.
Well, you saw how much damage was done before with that jump in. Like Storm goes in, and Paparazzi, if he doesn't get the BKB instantly off, went down to 50% HP. So when KP jumps in, another BKB charge is going off, and like they're burning the charges down. He's at an 8-second BKB, and if this game does go another 20 minutes, it's gonna be 5 seconds.
Look at Paparazzi's item. Like, what else does he buy? He can ditch boots for something, but that's 6 slotted.
He had BTs in his quick buy, but yeah,
that's it.
Is this effective worth now we're hitting? It's not like a lone druid where you've got 12 slots.
I mean, realistically, he can get rid of the Echo Saber for AC, Satanic, MKB, whatever he deems necessary, but this is as good as it gets for a Monkey King.
So he's got to stop farming. That's rather hard to do when most of his abilities is supporting that.
I think he should certainly not be farming the jungle and just pressing lanes, looking to help out his team.
Once again, another pick off, but it's a support of Newbee that dies. And Newbee's very happy with this. It's still SEC farming up more and more. He's going for that Lincoln Sphere, so double protection. Darka's got the Vlads as well, so they're racking up a couple more auras. And the escape mechanisms. It feels so weird to look at a team with a Monkey King that's 1k creating creep waves, has a 20k advantage, and I'm still uncertain they can win this game.
A big place for Newbee as well. They just picked up, how many was that? 3 of the battle? All 4?
Mirror image tries to dodge it, but the blink dagger is on Kaka. He's got Song on the Siren, needs to get out the storm. Now he can actually use it, and well, Ori is BKB'd up. He'll go up into the high ground, try and get out. Fenrir was caught in the back line, so
that was so good.
He actually got out. They isolated 2. And then TP?
That was so good from Kaka. He shifted left before TPing, even while Rupture, to ensure the Disruptor woke up by going out of the range, so that Storm could get the kill and then immediately get the hell out of dodge, because they're not in for now, but you got to leave quick after you utilize
that again. This poor Jakiro potentially can glimmer and try and hide, not while Zeus is nearby.
Yep. This is good play from Newbee, though. In the meantime, Lycan down bottom. Blinking away is the Naga, now looking to go cover him. He's got a gem soon, but look at the net worth disparity. You know, it's 17k now. Just a moment ago, it was 20,000.
Kaka. The Stampede's being used to get him away. A little bit too close to the Monkey King. BKB is up for Paparazzi. They'll hit on the hook. Stop, they need extra control. NKP, doomed up, and he knows he's totally dead. Buys the Oak Club before his death. Actually cost him his buyback by doing so. I'm wondering if he'll regret this.
Yeah, you have a +1 Wukong's command ring on the Monkey King. I'm surprised they're not looking to just
push high ground.
Yeah, just like even to drop.
If they knew
something.
Paparazzi, he still got the BKB. He was never forced to use it.
Well, they're gonna get tier 2s off. This is fine. You probably wait for next Aegis. Go in, and it looks like it's gonna be Abyssal Blade is the choice on the Monkey King for that last item.
Okay,
I like that.
EB up from Faith. He'll hit the ice path onto Monkey King. Like they're just trying to force his BKB, and Snare's coming in just a second. They waited until the BKB came up, but now Wukong command. The range is insane as SDCC. He tried to bring down the Nimbus while the Song of the Siren kept Paparazzi under control. Didn't have Ori under control though.
I still think they need to be playing Lycan bottom. Just keep somebody in that area to maintain pressure. I don't feel like you're confident taking a fight, and if anyone's gonna get that pick off, like Lycan's going to need to be running in with the Storm, but it's so risky when you consider just how clumped Vici's playing. Like you're not able to take a fight as Newbee unless you get a couple of pickoffs first. You're still a couple items behind being able to actually contest them. You need that Hex on the Lycan, which he will be picking up in just a moment.
Then they can have their extra control to allow SEC to do his work and not just worry about these BKBs, but I still want to keep my eye on the timing for his 7 seconds on Paparazzi. The Bloodseeker is down to 5 seconds, so Ori is a very short window for him to survive.
The big window is going to be when is this Bloodthorn picked up on Storm. He's going Lincoln's next. Bloodthorn, you have an evasion, Butterfly on the Monkey King plus the Radiant's mischance, so it's a lot of evasion.
Watch that Observer Ward if they come in range of it. They run a little bit further to the north. They will actually trigger it, like walk on top of it. And I think KP is going to head there exactly right now. So yeah, into the blue. They know what's going on. But then again, Roshan's being started up by Newbee. Song of the Siren is off cooldown. But then again, so is Moogie's Necro Book. It's on, like he's already burnt it. And VG Gaming being a little bit more cautious, but they find the Naga right underneath the Observe Board. They need to kill her off right now. Buyback not available. That's Roshan. That's straight up Roshan. Newbee cannot contest it anymore. Maybe Storm can go for a crazy play.
Much too risky to stay in the game. Keep playing the same way. Newbee just buying time, but
Did actually have an instant disable against the Storm Spirit when he could BKB jump in? I mean,
Abyssal.
True. And Abyssal is totally done. But yeah, Roshan, that's Aegis and Cheese goes to VG. But you got your wish. Moogie's on bottom lane, pushing it.
He's got to just stay there. Still, I mean, you're going to eventually get that high ground forced, and I still don't know if you can do anything to Monkey King if he just drops down the ultimate. I think that has to be the hero you take out. He has the cheese. No, he doesn't actually, because he has no slot for it. He's still completely 6-slotted, and I think this is the window for VG. You got the next 5 minutes. Take down a Rax, make something happen. Hex finished on Ori. Have that instant disable if you find the Storm. Look at that. Zeus ult into Glimpse. That's a dead hero.
Yeah,
Poor Faith.
He has been the punching bag. 14th death for Faith. And then Stampede from KP just wanting to try and disengage off the bottom lane.
I like this. So you can see KP, or SCCC rather, just camping the shrine in the meantime. Maybe Disruptor TP's in, tries to catch that Centaur. It'll be a free pickoff for SCCC. And once again, Newbee getting a couple of these bounty rooms. Staying alive.
And they are 24k though, still behind. Like the graphs bounce up and down quite decently, and it's still the huge Bloodseeker. Like 14-1-6 is the KDA on Ori. It was so much money, but then again, AP, not worth that much, 330. Down for a little bit. Didn't spend his money this time around. Could have, but decided to guess it, holds his buyback available.
Yeah, Lincoln finished on the
Storm. Long jump. He really wanted Fenrir, but he's Gemma Crusade. That Glimmer Cape doesn't protect him. They break the Lincoln Spear. Ori, Manda styles up. Paparazzi wants the hit. Remember, he's still got the Abyssal Blades on cooldown. Ensnare, the range, SCCC. He wants to jump away. If he's got that Rupture on him, there's a quick jump out. The Wukong command needs to jump again, but no mana available. SCCC will go down. The Gemma Crusade is lost, and not to mention, Taka, 11 got the jump. He got the Doom on him. The Song of the Siren was already committed, but we're inside the base of Newbee. Thanks to Naga's tank ability, she might be able to survive by the time she gets to Fountain. But no, of course she doesn't. You cannot run from the God of Thunder. And GG, well played. It will be VG Gaming taking game one as there's just too many of Newbee down. They were holding on to hope, but the hope was finally extinguished.
I really like the support action of VG. I think they've had a big issue closing games. Frustrating, I think, their fans and casters alike, with games just dragging on and on and on. But when you have Zeus Disruptor, I mean, they crush the lanes as well. So it's a bit unrealistic, I think, to expect that to happen again in game two. But when you have Disruptor Zeus, it's so much easier to find kills. And they just continue to do this. So even though they are playing the game slowly, it doesn't really matter because they're finding a kill a minute. And it just gets the supports involved. Everybody plays.